Hi everyone, welcome back to the Ministry of Guitar. I'm Utkarsh. Today we have for you what I call a quick comparison between two very special guitars. The Modern Eagle 5, the Modern Eagle 5 on this side, which I just got, it's a private stock, and the original Modern Eagle, the Modern Eagle 1 on this side, which I've had for a while. Um, Today's video will be more on the tones. I will be making a full detailed comparison, like a dual test almost soon. But this is really going to start off with the tones. So here I'm going to tell you a little bit about the setup that I'm playing it through and how I've approached this, and then I'm going to show you all the sounds, comparing the two side by side, one after another, so you can perfectly compare. And then at the end of it, I'm going to tell you what I think after hearing the sounds. So I'm putting both of these guitars through my Hughes and Kettner Triamp Mark II Alex Lifeson edition. I'm going to put them for clean sounds through Amp 1, which is a Fender twin reverb style. And for the dirty sounds, I'm putting through Amp 4, which is slightly like a hot rodded Marshall, I would say. And no effects, so that you can hear the sound properly. And also all EQs virtually on noon. No setting change between the two guitars, so you can actually hear it. As it's as fair as possible. And to make it fairly reflective, I even use the same pick. And I normally use a slightly heavier pick, but then pick does affect tone. So I've used a slightly lighter pick than usual. This is like a medium pick, not heavy at all. Okay, so the way I've laid out the sounds is I have compared 6 positions, because though the Modern Eagle 5 has 34 possible sounds, the Modern Eagle 1 has 6. So I've used the 6 sounds of the Modern Eagle 1 and compared it to the 6 equivalent sounds of the Modern Eagle 5. The 6 sounds, of course, are neck, bridge, and middle, and splits of each. So 3 into 2, 6. Same thing I've done for the Modern Eagle 5. The only thing to note for the Modern Eagle 5 is there are 2 choices in terms of the pots that you can use, the slightly warmer 250 or the slightly brighter 500. I have just kept it 500 throughout, since 500 is a traditional choice for a humbucker guitar. And I would say that, yeah, the Modern Eagle 5 is a humbucker guitar. Okay, and the way I've also done it is, the way I've split the sounds is, I've just done neck, middle, and bridge for both, followed by the splits, neck split, middle split, bridge split for both, so that it's easy for you to navigate. And I've prioritized, really, you can hear the two guitars side by side versus hearing the same guitar in different positions. So you could lay it out in many multiple ways, but this is what I thought was most practical for the intent. Okay, with that introduction, let's get into the sounds. So, this has been an interesting exercise, just recording all the guitars, trying to keep things as consistent as possible, then listening to it. Of course, I heard it while I was editing it. I also heard this while I was, both on headphones as well as on studio monitors. And I ensured that to clean my ears, not metaphorically, I listened to something else for a while. So I'm going to share with you my observations. The first observation which surprised me was that the Modern Eagle 5 seemed to be much louder than the Modern Eagle 1, particularly in, I think it was the neck position in clean, neck humbucker position in clean, couple of other splits here and there. So the volume difference between the two actually astonished me. I did not think of the Modern Eagle 5 as having hot pickups at all, but it was much louder than the Modern Eagle 1, and it's quite noticeable in some of the things. Then, in terms of comparison, I'm going to get into my preference of which guitar I like better right at the end. But the other thing to note was the clean tone of the Modern Eagle 5 was exceptionally clear. The Modern Eagle 1 was nice. It was a nice humbucker guitar, but for me, there was just no comparison in the quality of the clean tones of the two. The neck humbucker position for the Modern Eagle 5 is one of my favorites. And I would say in the split positions, it has an almost acoustic-like quality. The Modern Eagle 1 over here, which is which has got 5708s, which for those of you who don't know too much about PRS pickups, 5708 is one of the clearest humbuckers. It was very traditional sounding. It was like a perfect, like how you would expect a humbucker guitar to sound. Very, rooted in what roots for humbucker guitars are. The Modern Eagle 5 was a completely different sound. It was almost a sound that is perfectly designed for the effects laden landscape that most guitarists find themselves these days. So it was like the right frequency EQ'd, and of course these are TCI pickups, so I guess there's something to it. And the right frequencies EQ'd, and just beautiful all the way through. So the biggest difference for me between the two guitars was in the clean tones. When it came to the distortion, when it came to single notes, I couldn't tell too much of a difference or which one is better or worse between the two, which actually is credit to the Modern Eagle 5, because the Modern Eagle 1 is quite a good benchmark for single notes, right? For lead playing and all of that. It's a great guitar. However, the moment I started putting chords under distortion, it was pretty clear that the slightly more upper mid focus of the Modern Eagle 5 made the notes in the chords, the distorted chords, stand out much clearer. So that was the other difference. Which one did I prefer between the two? I don't think it was even a competition, which hurts me to say it, as much as I love the Modern Eagle 1. And it is quite a guitar, and we know that it's quite a guitar. It's a legendary guitar, isn't it? With the Brazilian rosewood neck and the whole story. In my opinion, I don't know why I would be biased, because I have both. If anything, I'm invested in the Modern Eagle 1 having higher value in the future. So I'm not biased. I'm actually quite unbiased. So in my unbiased point of view, the Modern Eagle 5, the one that I have over here, and I can hopefully figure out which side it is, just blew the Modern Eagle 1 out of the water. Just blew it out of the water. There for me was no comparison. When I was playing it, when I was hearing it on the earphones, headphones, when I was hearing it on the studio monitors, no comparison. That guitar, and I don't know whether it's the body, because this particular guitar has, of course, an ash body, ash neck, or what it is about, whether it's the TCI process of the pickups, whether Paul has just honed his process that well. Either ways, point is, it's operating at a different level. In the room, and in the room is important. I need to give you that perspective, particularly through the huge tube amplifier behind me. It's immense. It feels immense. It feels interestingly, it feels like more of like a single coil guitar than a humbucker guitar. It's very snappy, extremely sensitive. It's got that you can do on a Strat. But it has a wonderful, almost piano-like weight behind its notes, which is not there on a typical single-coil guitar like a Strat. So the very clear winner for me in this comparison was the Modern Eagle 5. It looks like, technology and guitar making does move on as much as we harp about the classics. This was really something. It was quite an education for me to hear the two guitars side by side right now. So, in any case, that's my point of view. I would love to hear your point of view. Please listen to this with headphones or quality speakers. Do not listen to this on your phone and draw your conclusions. It will just not do justice. So, please put in the comments section what you thought. And yeah, keep an eye out on my channel for the full comparison between these two guitars that will be coming your way very, very soon. All right, take care till next time.